Welcome to Shaunie's World. These are just my thoughts with a comedic side of humor. But if you're cool with your girl, go fool with your girl. Appreciate you for dropping by.
Disclaimer. Y'all finna come into some money. I'm gonna speak that into your life. So some people may have gotten a bonus at work. Some of you guys may have gotten an extra paycheck in this month. And then somebody might have just went betting on some things and won some money surprisingly. Either way, when you get an abundance of money, you either get you a house or a car, go on vacations, things to that nature. I'm gonna tell you what one customer did and where he's about to go for doing what he did. Now, I didn't know that Utah had this type of crunk going on, because every time I see something, Utah is giving peace, love, and it's giving Bible Belt. So I don't just picture like the violence we have here in the South up there in Utah. So there's a guy. He was at this dealership called Time Dahle Mazda, and this was in Sandy, Utah. Now the thing is, there was a misunderstanding, and one thing you don't do with most people is talk about their family, talk about a deceased loved one, and play with their money. Those three will get you absolutely shanked out here in these streets. Now, he purchased a Subaru Outback. Now, when you guys go to a dealership, they are in the business of getting a profit. Their whole check is commission based. So a lot of times they're not going to be as honest off the bat because it's going to interfere with sales. So I advise you, if you ever go to buy a car, whether it's from a dealership like a Mazda, something like that, a Toyota, or one of those little mom and pop pay by the week shops, it does not matter. Take you a mechanic with you. If your car is not brand new off the showroom floor, take a mechanic with you, because they will make it look so nice and shiny and purchasable. And then as soon as you drive off the lot, if you didn't read the contract, some of y'all contract says as is. And as is means yours. Yours. Anyway, so basically, I don't know what the terms of his situation was. I don't know if he put down a down payment. I don't know if he did a trade-in. I don't know. But what I do know, he knew he needed a car because he went to that dealership. When he got the car, it looks like the car might have had some malfunction issues when he left the lot. Like, he had purchased it and everything, zoomed off. Now, I don't know if this was like 50 or 60 miles out the way. I don't know how many miles he traveled before he felt that this car was not in the best shape. So what he did was, he basically drove that same car back into the window of the dealership. I was trying to give it to y'all like softly, but hell, that's exactly what he did. He drove the Subaru through the showroom glass window of the dealership. All you heard was and his ugly ass sitting there looking out the driver's window like this. Everybody in the dealership was like, yo! They hit us with that Flavor Flav. Now, again, he bought the car earlier, came back. I don't know the time frame, and I don't know the mileage difference. There was mechanical issues. He wanted a refund. Like, it was eliminated as soon as he left the garden. That's how quick his car turned down to a 0. So when he tried to take it back, they told him, baby, this car is as is. And he was like, oh, no, you finna give me a refund. And they kept saying no. So he took back the vehicle in reverse. And the next thing you know, drove that sucker through that glass window. He gets out, take off his hoodie. He thinks about it. He asks, was there anybody in that car? They say no. He walks out. He looks like he walks back in, because at this point they're telling him they're going to call the police. So in his mind, he's probably thinking, uh-oh, I really messed up. I don't know how much longer? Look at it. I don't know if he saw the sticker on the window of the car, because they normally put in a big white piece of paper with 2 big boxes. One will say warranty, one will say as is. And they normally check the box, which applies to your car that you're getting, especially when it's used or pre-owned. And then the next side is that window with all of the, turn by points of them doing an inspection on your car. Then the next one is going to just probably say like how many days, you know, what the price is, how many days it's been on the lot, how, you know, whatever, the inventory tag. And so if you didn't catch it there, sir, then that must mean they just didn't put it in the window because they were being deceptive, and I hate that for you. But even on the contract, there had to be something that said this car is as is and yada yada yada, locking you into the contract. Now, I have not had a car that I purchased from a dealership that was old or anything. Like my car that I got when I was in college, it was only like 16,000 miles on it. So it wasn't like super old, but it was not brand new. It was like at that time a 09, and I think it was like a 08. So it wasn't that far, but it had the ability, if something was wrong with my car, I could bring it back up there and they would service it. They did not want your car to be serviced, and they didn't want it back. So now I'm just like, they sound like they one of them little dealerships that are shady. Now, I can't tell you how to react, sir, but I can tell you one thing that does make me act a fool is playing with my money and playing in my face. Like, especially when you're laughing or making light of the matter while I'm pissed, then I probably would do something. I ain't gonna say I'll ride through the windshield like that, but I will be irate. And I don't know what the lemon laws are in Utah, and I don't even know if that's considered a lemon because they told you what, you know, it was as is. But you going to jail, sir, even though what I'm about to tell you. You gotta show people how to respect you. Now, you could have called corporate, but I don't know. Maybe corporate wasn't gonna do nothing either. But sir, you don't have a car now. So what you gonna do? Driving it through the window. All bulls, BS to the side. Because sometimes when you're super mad and you do something, you think you feel better at that moment, but you don't feel better later. So do you feel bad for driving that car through the windshield? Like, what? Why was that the last resort? What else was on the plate as an option? Because you drove through the window as if you couldn't have killed yourself, you know? That's what I want to know. Did they impound the cars? You said you didn't want the car. So what do you have now? And do you have to keep that one? Or is it going to fall under some type of, you know, refund because it was deceptive marketing and sales? All I'm going to tell y'all is take a mechanic with you. You can't trust everybody else's mechanic. Take a mechanic with you and have a diagnostic machine with you so you can correct them. It's going to come up on code. Read it. Stop buying stuff so anxiously. I don't care if it's a reputable dealership. They all have people in there that's just doing it all for the money. The $100 bills, y'all. They just going to do whatever they got to do to get these bonus incentives or just to get to their quota. So you might be the victim. You might be the last sale they need, so they're going to rush it because you're indecisive. But every dealership might do this. So take a mechanic and take a diagnostic machine. Outside of that, the rest is history. The rest is just transparency because it's going to show up right then and there. But this is why I say integrity is a big deal because it can get you killed. But anyway, I am just the messenger. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, got on for with your girl. Make sure you check out the website, www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Not www.yes, because somebody going to type that in. www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Check out the fan gear option drop donations. I am running a 20% off sale up until December 31st. So you put in the code holiday and boom, bow, boom. So, no pressure though. Because I do appreciate the likes and shares and the comments and the motivation. Come on, man. Y'all bad to the bone. So I just want to tell you thank you from my lips to your ears so you know it's real, because I don't want you to ever think that I take this for granted, because I don't. Let's hop in the comments. Now, again, we all had a situation where somebody and they little ass took advantage of us and they thought it was funny, or they just got away with it or whatever, or you moved away or they never saw you again. It's integrity built, so karma comes right behind it. So if you don't do right by people, even though you're doing wrong in this department, something else that you appreciate and cherish is going to go left field, because you're doing deceptive things to get a quick profit or a quick accolade, and you're not going to feel good about it later. So just do the right thing. Like, earth is ghetto, I want to leave. Either way it goes, watch your temperaments, guys, because when we're super mad, irate, like to that level where you just see red, it could have went worse than that. The driving through the glass is one thing, but if you can get that mad and do that in the heat of the night, in the heat of the moment, then the next step is something that you're probably locked up for life. But y'all stop playing with people, because people got time today. They don't have time to be gypped on the long end, because people work hard for their money. So you keep on doing deceptive things, and you might have a rest in peace in front of your name. But make your own choices. And until next time, next story, and I'm out this piece.